Hello and welcome back to Kaizen, a factory story. Just yesterday, as of recording, they added HS here. Only 1 star, okay. I was worried this was going to be escalating into more and more difficult puzzles. Well, individual tiles. It does seem like it's going to be hard, but it's alright. We can figure this out. Yeah, this isn't going to be a problem, I don't think. Well, yeah, because they can't be the same each time. Okay, this is actually going to be hard. This is actually going to be hard. I think I can do it. I just think it's going to be hard. So I have two basic ideas. Number one would be to have two arms above this, just feeding them down in the order they need to go, and then a horizontal arm pushing them. That seems fine enough. I guess my big question is whether I can I don't want this. It's going to take a long time to do it that way. Because I need to weld each individual, right? So it's going to be 2 steps per block, right? But doing it as a unit, and it looks like we can tell if they're flipped, but I'm gonna take a look just real quick. Yeah, those are distinctly different. If I do them as a unit, that's okay, but they're not even units, right? So I can either send them out in the order we need them and just feed them down into a conveyor machine, which will be very simple. It'll be a very simple design. A push, B push. Well, it'll probably be A, B, C. So A push, B push, C push, B push. And just continue to feed them down and down and down, welding each individual one, which is fine. It's not, there's nothing wrong with that idea, except that it's going to take forever. The alternative would be to instantly rivet these two together. And then we could make a line out of 4 of them. But then every other one needs to be flipped. Okay, here's a different idea. And this might actually be the one we do. If I can make these into 2x2s, then they're all the same. So something like no, get rid of that. I don't like that. So something like B push and A push. No. It needs to be B and it stays out. Then it does that. And then I put 2 riveters down here. Is that the plan? And B needs to be B push, A push, B -2. C +2, C -2. They collide, of course. So I'm okay with this, except that I want A on the other side. It's still going to take time. But I kind of like what we have going here. Now, if I put C on top, I could save a unit of time each time that we do this, which would be 16 units overall. The problem is that I'm kind of planning to shove these, just allow C to shove up the units. That is backwards though. If this is going to end up being the top right, which it would, we're doing it backwards. So these need to flip. And then my idea at this stage would be another arm here. But then I would need a welder here that I don't have and cannot have. It's not that I can't have it. I have to add another arm, which is frustrating, but I feel like it's the only real option here. So I'll add that arm. I had wanted a welder here too, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, I feel like this is simply what we have, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to add at least 2 more arms to this that I didn't really want to, but feels like that's where we are. That is the 8x8, so this needs to be triple. Right? And my plan... Okay, maybe I just have a triple arm here. And this isn't as bad as I thought. So... there's an E3 there. No, I did want that to be one more. No, it's fine. This is fine, right? Putting the top of it there. Yeah, this is fine. Copy this, no grab, -3. Okay. And then we'll put one more welder here. And then I need this segment. One. What are you hitting? I need this to go again, but this needs to be edited to a -3. Okay. That's 1. That's 2. Three. 4. But this needs to be the D3. And then whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay. 2, 3, and D4. But this, of course, needs to be the D3. And then we need the E3 for there. And then we're just doing it again, I think. Copy. Please go. Ah, of course not. Okay. No. Just these 8. Okay, it's 1. You need to be a -3. 2. 3. Yeah, fuck that up. And then the one time I need it to be 3. Yeah, okay. Whoops. Copy. Well, actually, delete those for now. Just copy this one and put it here, because we might be done at this stage. Done. So that's that. I don't think we need a whole lot of talking, because this is such a small little project. B and A and C just move them around to make this 2x2 square, and then D and E feed them into a welding system to push it all together. And I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's 81 time units, which seems like a freaking lot, but to do 64 squares, I don't really see a better way to do it. Because if I just feed each individual square down, they all need to be like riveted, and yeah, I don't feel like there's a better way to do this. So this is, somebody's doing a little bit slower or less time. And in smaller areas too. Did I not get to see the GIF? They're not letting me look at it. There you go. There it goes. Yeah, it's just making 2x2 squares until it has enough. What is a better way to do it? The only thing I can think. I'm gonna just take a moment to think about this. The only thing that I can think about as I rewind the whole way to the beginning. The only thing I can think about would be if these get welded together instantly. And then there's like a flip. There's like a double flip. But it's a double flip and a shove, because it's going to have to flip on the x-axis, which is going to put it off center by 1. So it's going to be a double flip and a shove to get it back into place to make the 2x2. So flip, flip, shove. I mean, it's 3 time units to get it assembled, which is the same I would have with the flip, flip, shove. The only question is, if I flip, flip, shove, do I leave one side of this open so it can just shove straight out without being needing to be transported up here? And if that would work, oh sweet, I can do it. Okay, I've been looking for this the whole freaking game. Open. Okay, so the idea is we weld instantly. If I just shove, do they still get welded? Yes, okay, perfect. So the weld happens instantly. And then it's like, no, stop. Not that. I don't need the track. Okay, and then A retracts without grabbing. B retracts while grabbing. B flip. And a riveter here. But I want it to be the opposite direction. So I want this, I think. And then it would be an A shove. So this is going to take more time, but less space and less fat cost. What about just an A shove here? They get welded together. Okay, that doesn't work. So it needs to be a double shove and then a double retract, unfortunately. So it's like that. And then what happens at the end of this? Whoops. What the fuck? Hold up. What the fuck? A shove. A flip. Oh, B, you need to... B, you need to get back. Son of a bitch. B, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. B? You flip it out. Thank you. And now we have a welder here and here. So that's all that then. And I need to do they start at the A2. So this is the actual like end of it, like that. So this is no, this would be the end of it. Okay. So starting at the A -2. So that's 4. I need 12 more. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that's all that. Now there's a couple of things that need to happen that are going to be difficult. I don't know where I'm going to attach the final slat. Because like I can put one more arm in here, shove in this, and then once they reach the end, they all weld together and it's beautiful. The problem is, well, do I just move it one down? Yeah, maybe I just move these one down, and that's all that takes. And then there's just going to be one C up here. Every time we get a completed unit, C does a double shove, I think. C2 and C-2, right? Might need to be a triple. Okay. Well, I guess let's see. Let's copy these. that gets welded together just fine. But there's no room for me to weld the fourth one on. I don't think. No, I don't see it. So instead, these are going to go even further down. C is going to get one length of track, and it's going to be C3. What the hell? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. No, that was fine. Without grabbing. Okay. Like that. Okay. Now that weld happens. Now we've got it. We just gotta get this into the appropriate spot. Nope, not yet. Not just yet. Perfect. Perfect. Nope, no, don't move it. Copy it. Throw it down there somewhere. Now you can move it. This product done, right? Except that it's backwards, but delete those two, rewind to the start, flip these two blocks. Done. So I want to see how this compares. Again, I'm not gonna make you sit through all this, but like they immediately get welded together. There's a double flip that goes on, and then the top one gets riveted to the bottom one, and they're shoved down to get welded together. We're making 2x2s again, but we're just doing it in a different way. See, shoving that stuff down, and that's all there is to it. Eventually, they fill up, they all get welded together, and it's done. Area 210, costs 51 mil. Time a lot worse. So now, why did I? Can I see that one more time, please? Hey, how did I freaking do solutions? Yeah, it didn't show me. I lowered the cost by 19 million. I lowered the area by 78. That's cool. Two solutions for the price of one there. Still not sure how these people are doing it this fast. I'm very curious about this huge time save that some people are getting. Do I want to do one more? If I sacrifice area, I bet I could cut down cost. Or time, rather. I bet I could cut down time, is what I meant to say. I'm gonna go one more. You guys obviously know this isn't how I usually do things, but I'm gonna go one more. Let's go one more. So I'll put the welder here. Okay, and it's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Nope. That's a big nope. Delete. Delete. Okay. -2, or +2, -2 with no graph. Okay. Copy. Copy. So that makes a row. I have two ideas here. One is to put a guy down here. So the first row needs to be flipped. So that's what he'll do. What? Oh. First row needs to be flipped. B flip, C flip is how I'm going to do it for now. I don't know what the end result's going to be. B flip, C flip, and then just a little B shove. It's my idea. Well, no, you're not gonna need to do what you're doing. So I'll put you down for later. So the first one. Oh, son of a bitch! I keep making this mistake. I want to copy you for later, not take you away. Okay. So this happens. Why is that only? Needs to be offset by 1. Okay. After the C flip, or after the shove rather, C, go out and grab that. And then at this stage, B will go 4. And then C is going to -3 with the gravel. Okay, that's fine. B, you can go back where you came from without grabbing anything. And do your little beep hook while we're at it. A. Has already started more work. Okay. After that one, what? Whoopsie. Okay. B flip. C flip. Oh, shit. I see. Well, maybe we don't need C at all. And A can just do the flips. Well, C did need to pull that bitch back in. Okay. Solution 3. I'm struggling. Okay. So at the end of this line, I'm going to move all you down one. And I'm going to have an A flip. Perfect. A flip, B flip, do that. At some stage, C needs to frickin' reach out and prepare for that. Move that down. And then C needs to retract, please. They get riveted together. B does a shove. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. A flip. Well, now I've only done a couple things here. There's your line. Perfect. B shove. Now is when C needs to step in there. Pull out 3. A, you are not. You do that. You do that. There we go. Now, I thought that was too long. Wow, I don't know why those are. Yeah, I don't know why this is like 8 long. I think we're offset here. I need to figure out what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. This needs to be moved 1 down, and then 2, and then these can be presumably deleted. Move that 1 down, and these 2 can presumably be deleted. Move these down. And these can move up here. Well, that's too long again. What the hell? Oh. Hold up. Did I not offset these enough? Yep, that's exactly what happened. Okay, there's that. Here's this. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Now, A flip, B flip. Perfect. That's five rows. I need C to reach out. I need B to move forward. Then I need B no grab -4 while C minus is 3. Oh. This is where A can start working in. Without that. Okay. Okay. This is A flip, B flip? Definitely. A flip, B flip. Okay, and then we just do one more. C extends 3, B +4, and then C with a -3 grab, puts that in there. And then I think all we need at this stage is one more welder and a little B shove. Product complete. 240 area, 49 cost, but down to 64 time. So got within the majority of people. Got the cost down to the low end of the majority of people. Area still a little bit high. So still not... I'm not going to do any more. That's the end of the video. But time went way up. Cost went way down. With solution 2. Area and cost both went way down with solution 2. And then solution 3, I got time way down, cost down a little bit more even, with only a little bit more area. So I think that's the third solution is my best one overall. Very interesting. Okay, I'm done messing with this puzzle. I don't do a lot of different takes on puzzles, but a little bit of a special episode today. Hope you all enjoyed it. I am going to say goodbye, and as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you soon.